Hey y'all. So in today's video, I want to show you how to make this cute little baby carriage box. So let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
Hey y'all, hey. I'm your girl Wendy. Welcome to A Journey Through Time. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So as I said, we're going to make a carriage box for a little girl since I did one for a little boy already. Now, you can be even more creative and put some little wheels on it if you want to. You know, you could throw you some wheels on the bottom of it and, go all out. But since I'm going to really just utilize it as a box, I'm not going to put wheels on it. Okay. I want it to stay sturdy and stay flat. So we're going to do one and, a little girl's version, and then we're going to fill them both up. All right. Let's go and get started. Okay, so first we're going to start with the oval piece. Now, this is just something, as you can see how woppy it is, but this is something that I just came up with. I just drew something sort of like an egg shape. Mine isn't that big. It is 11 inches, okay? From top to bottom is 11 inches. And measuring it from the center, it is 7 inches. So it's 7 inches across and it's 11 inches in length. So you're going to need one of those. Depends on what size you do. If you want a bigger box, then of course you make your oval a whole lot bigger. So these here are some more little things that I created. I guess you could decide how you want to do. This is just the part that's going to go around right here. Okay. So what I did was I have two of the same size and then I made one just a little bit bigger. As you can see, I drew a line because I wasn't sure. But these here, the two short ones is only 14 inches in length. Okay. Yeah. And 3.5 inches in width. So I got two of those. And this one is 16 inches in length and 3.5 in width. Okay. We're not going to use those just yet. This is the piece you need. It's the most important piece. Mine is 3 inches in width and 36 inches in length. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this around this little oval circle. That's what we're going to do first. Grab your piece of cardboard.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed.
Okay, once you get yours covered, if you have any pieces like that's like a little hangover that's not even with the rest of it, just try your best to cut it as even as you can. It happens a lot, especially to me anyway. And it's not always that you didn't measure it right. Sometimes it's just how you put it on there. And I'm going to stop mine right back here in the back. And I'm doing that because you're not going to see that. You'll never see where it drops and where it starts. And stops and where it starts. I think this will be my back. All right. So now this is done. All right. So the next thing you want to do is just going to take your pieces, cover it with however you want to cover it. Okay. So these papers here came from Hobby Lobby. They're 69 cents a sheet. So I grabbed a little girl. On that one, I did the little boy. So we're just going to add some glue to this baby. And you're going to pop your sheet on. So I like to pop mine on from the back. Like I like to line up the back just a little bit. Okay. It was hot. And be very careful. It's very, oh my goodness. Just like this. And just rub it on. I'll leave all that extra up there. And I'll just keep going for right now. Until I get far enough. Okay, get another sheet, overlap it, of course, and keep going. Okay, ran out of glue. Hold on. We'll grab another glue stick. Okay. Like that. And just add the sheet to it. And rub it in. Just like that. Oops. So we got a little bit more to do. And I don't know if I want to take too much more of the sheets off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up here, give myself a little height, maybe right there. Yeah, right there. You could cut yours all the way down if you want, but I'm going to fold mine in. So that's the reason why I'm cutting here. And then I'm trying to also see if I cut enough for another piece, but I might not have. Okay, yes I did. So I'm going to take this last little piece that I just took off the top of this one. And just add the paper right on top. Okay. Come back over here on this side. Cut off what you don't need. Glue it down. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and continue to cut this side. So now I'm gonna put slits where I can fold it down and fold it in and glue it down. Okay? Just like that. Okay. It's small. It has the slit, but because it has this little oval shaped thing, I'm gonna cut another slit in it. So cut it according to how it works for you to get yours to lay down for you. Because what works for me might not work for you. You know what I'm saying? So do it accordingly so it does work in your favor. And you're just gonna do this all the way around. Okay, so right here where I had to cut it, it's gonna be very short. But what I can do is add some pieces in here to make it work for me. Okay. First, I have to get that fold in there. So that piece that I cut off earlier is what I can add in the inside, but it's way too big. So I'm gonna cut some of it down. And then I'm just gonna stick it inside here to make up for that little spot that I cut off. See how I glued that little spot in there? I'm just gonna stick this in there to cover it up. And you don't have to cover up your inside like this if you don't want to. Again, it is just a box. They're gonna throw it away, but now I don't always go at the bottom like the little boy one. I did not go this far down, but I didn't have that much paper either. So now I'm gonna overlap this on top of it. I wanted to put that piece in first. Now I'm pulling it in. Okay. So that's all covered. Come back here, cut off all hangover, including cardboard if need be. Okay. All that's off. So I'm gonna move that to the side. I'm going to start working on these pieces right here. So what I do is I just glue them to the paper. Really just that easy. So first I like to go on and fold them, like do a nice roll so it goes in the direction I want it to go in when I use it. So I roll it up like that. Then I unroll it. And then on this side right here, the curved side, I'm going to start applying glue to it. Stick it to your paper. Make sure you're all the way on your paper. Right? Go as far as your paper allows you to go. Flip it over. Rub it a little bit. Cut some of your paper off so you can use it for the bottom. Glue some more. Throw your paper on top, just like that. And it's hot. Okay? I'm going to get that back to that one in just a second. I'm going to do another one. Roll it on inward or in the direction you want it to go. And let it go. Glue the side. And lay it down. Just like that. Go all the way as far as you can go, actually. All right. Turn it over. Rub it a little bit. Just a little bit. Cut you off some of that extra paper that's hanging over there. Waste not, want not. Add some more glue. Put it on there. Okay. Cut that off. Okay. So we got one more to do, but let's gonna cut these pieces on off. This extra hangover that we have, we don't need it. Okay. So what we're gonna do, first decide what side you want to do this on. Okay. Then kind of form it the way you want it to be formed. And what you're going to do is you're going to hook it on just like this here. Have the back end raised up a little bit, so you can see that, but enough yet to hold on to the back. Okay? That makes sense? I hope so. So I'm going to just glue right here in the center. This is where I started. So the first glue don't always work out either, okay? So don't be discouraged if it does do that for you either, because it don't for me. Okay, so I'm going to figure out where I want it to be, and I think it's going to be right here. And I'm just going to hold it for a minute. I'm going to try to bring my fingers back there just to hold it a little bit. And what you're really trying to do is make sure you keep these sides equal. It's not an easy task, but it can be done. Then I'm going to glue one side first. And I only glue like at the bottom of this. Don't glue all the way up to the top because it's not going to go that far up. Only glue where it's touching the box, okay? I still have to hold it, so. So you see how it's connected right there? But this is what I'm talking about. You see you have all this up here. You're only gluing the part that's connected to the box only, okay? So I'm going to come over here on this side and do the same thing. I think it wants to stay. So once you get yours to stay, go on in with your second piece, your other short second piece, okay? And size it up. We're going to bring it up a little higher, all right? So you're bringing it in. Let me see if I can show you this. You're bringing it on here, but the bottom part right here, you want to turn it downward, okay? So that it goes in a downward position. That make any sense? Can y'all see? So this one here can be a little tricky. You might get a little glue residue because you're trying to figure out where to place it. Okay, I'll try it again. Just lay it somewhere on top. And while you got that at where you want it, bring your bottom piece downward a little bit and then just hold it there. You can look at the back to see if it looks right to you. And if you're satisfied with it, then just hold it. So you're just stacking these basically. That's all you're doing. So I'm going to continue to hold this side because I know it's not glued down good. And I'm going to go on in here and see if I can add some more glue to get this side to stick to the box like I want it to. and just hold it down. Come on the other side and do the same thing. And I think it'll be easier for me to lay it down and do it. These angles are very interesting. Okay. So now that piece is on and hopefully it looks right. So we didn't do this last one, so we're going to go on and do that one. I'll grab another sheet of paper. Roll it in. Now what I'm going to do before I even do this, let me size it up because I didn't size it up. You can always measure it out the way you want to. Yeah, that's fine for me. Okay. And just add your glue like we did the other two to cover your paper, to cover your cardboard. I'm sorry. Okay. I always like to put a little glue on top of the overlap part of it because at the end of the day, this is paper. Move that out of the way. I'm cutting off some of that cardboard that was not straight as I'm cutting this up. Okay. Got that. Move that out of my way. Bring this back. And remember, we always do the middle first. Okay. So add your glue. Somewhere along the middle. Then look at it and line it up the best that you possibly can. And at the same time, bring it down. Now the top piece to me is the hardest piece. I don't really know why. It is for me. There's always the piece that don't want to stay on too. So I'm going to hold it a little bit longer. So as I'm holding it, like always, I try to at least get one side to hold down with it. I'm thinking it helps it tension wise. It might not, but in my mind it is. So that's what I do. Pull it down a little bit. And this one could have came down a little more. Let me see if I can move it. Yeah. So the hot glue is not quite set yet. So it allowed me to move it down, which is great. So I like the top one to overlap the side patch or part. Pretty much cover it already. And if it covers it, then I don't have to see, but just the bottom half of the other one. So then I'm going to come over here on this side. And I guess like I showed you guys, I'm going to lay it down. It seems to work out better. Try to turn it around so y'all can see. And I can see. And I can't. So I'll put this in here. Turn it back around. So my back, I can see a lot of space in the back, which is fine. So this one here, I feel could have came down even a little more than that. Let me see. Yeah, just a little more. I'm going to see if I can bring it down a little more on this side. Whoop. It might not work. Okay. It said no. This is all you're getting from me. So that's fine too. But I was going to bring it down just a little more. So you may come across that issue as well. Sticking my hand back here because I can see glue. There we go. But yeah, this one could have came down a little more. It's always that top piece for me. Them other two pieces, not so much. But I'm not going to worry about it. So once you got it glued on, this one's not glued on that good. So I'm kind of glad it's not because I really want to, let me see. Come on, work with me a little bit. Not easy to work with when you got paper. Okay, I got it all. So, see, this is what I'm talking about. I like to do stuff like this with you guys. So, see if I can bring it down to where I want first. This is kind of how I want it. All right. Definitely going to lose that big old glue spot right there. So, let's see what's going to become of this glue spot. Is it going to allow me to take it off? That would be great. But if not, I will put more paper on top of this. Yeah, it's not. So I'm going to remove it. Just a little bit. The glue, that is. Which is going to rip the paper. But I'm okay with ripping the paper and replacing it than to put to leave that glue spot there. See where it ripped it? That's fine with me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead on and try to put this back on. And I'm trying to get it the way I want it to look. Kind of like this. Let's see. Yeah. Y'all see that? That's kind of the way I was trying to do it. So that first one you might have to play with a little bit. Like I said, I like to cover up that piece right there. Add more glue. I'll have to be just a little bit heavier right here. Cause your girl wasn't sure. Okay. Let's try it again. Come on, Wendy, get it right now. Let's come on up here and bring her down. It's not gonna give you but too many chances. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm just applying it, applying pressure. And I think every box that I make will be different for sure. Different variations of it. Cause I'm human first. All right. Okay, I can live with this one. I can live with this one better. So I'm just holding it down, trying to fix my wrong. All right. Trying to see if it's going to stay or if it wants to move. That was funny, but I actually covered the paper that I said I was going to replace anyway, which is crazy. Okay. That's even better though. I ain't got to do that. All right. So I want to run a strip around here, and I did not do a strip. So let me see what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do. Oh, I did not even see this coming to loose, y'all. Y'all didn't tell me it was coming to loose. Okay, I didn't hold it long enough. Okay, y'all, I guess my battery had died, but, now we're gonna, since we finished the top, now we're gonna, take a strip. And how I did the strip was I just measured it from here to the other side so I could put a strip on it. Just like that. And I am gluing it to the paper. Okay. Making sure my glue coming out because right now I don't think it's ready. And this is just a different color sheet. That's all. Nothing fancy. And I like to cut it right here give it a little ways so I can fold it. I'm gonna add a little more glue. If she's ready, is she ready? Not quite. Guess I'm rushing my glue gun, y'all. I did just cut it on, but I just thought maybe. Well, she kind of ready. This cord is all in my way. There we go. Okay, see it this way, so I'm just turn it this way and do it. Go and cut it on down. And then I'm gonna do some slits like we did earlier where we can just fold it and not have too many issues. Okay. There she goes. She ready now. She's like, don't be rushing me. My glue gun has its days. I'm forever burning myself though. That's why I'm using these scissors right now. Okay. And I don't know why I did the edge so small on this side. Crazy. So when y'all do it, y'all don't have to do it this small. Give yourself some room so you don't burn yourself. But me, I'm gonna fold it before I apply it. I still make it work though, but I don't have to do it that short. Okay. And I'm just gonna, instead of folding that down, I'm gonna just cut that off both ends. So what I'm about to do now is I'm just gonna bump it up here and I'm gonna wrap it around. Is that the side? Yeah. I'm gonna wrap it around. It's just almost like a little trim that I like to put around it. So you're not really gonna see all this other stuff. So I know I have to be heavy on it with this one because of all the ripples in the cardboard. Not gonna go all the way down. find my placement of where I want it to sit. I'm going to go on around to where it stops, where the glue stops at. Oh, that's hot. And of course, you know, you could decorate yours how you like. It's just fun to decorate, period. So have fun with it. Have fun with it. Not too much over here. Just pushing it down and in. I'm going to lay it down so I can see what I'm doing a little bit. Just a little bit because I can't see it all. And I'm going to finish adding the glue to the rest of it. Okay, so when you're happy with that, if you did decide to go this route of putting that on there, then you can keep it moving. So I just bought a yard of lace from old Hobby Lobby. Hobby. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it right here at the end. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of glue right here in this little area where the curve is. And I'm just going to put this here and press it down. Just like that. So it has some type of little curve in it. And then I'm going to come on around the whole little hood of this. Just applying glue to the edges. Okay. Just bring it on around. Okay, and then when you get down to the other side, just make sure that both sides are the same, which can sometimes be a challenge. Especially when you have all these curves. When you get down to the other side and it's to your liking, just cut off your extra. Trying to give mine that little curve that the other one has on that side. And that's what I mean by it can be challenging. Okay. So that's on there. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to go around the front like I wanted to. I think the lady shorted me a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some from the side right here. I don't know. Starting to feel like I got shorted out of my yard, but cause I did the same one on the other one and it was enough, but then again, it could be me cause this one looks slightly bigger. So now I'm going down the bottom part of it, but just like this. But if we don't have enough, we're not going to worry about it. We're not going to let it stop no show. Okay. That's what we ain't going to do. Not here. Okay. So I just took a piece from the other side and I'm going to put it all the way up in this little corner right here to give me a little bit more of an extension. And I'm going to take a little piece from right here as well. To finish my extension. So now that I took that piece off, I got to cover that up because I took that off of there. And I see something unfolding right here. Right there. Where I took that off. I'm just going to apply some more paper there to fix it. Okay. Just like that. Boom. And now we have our bottom covered as well. So now I want to add some little strips around these little, what you want to call it, our little roundabout thingies or our hood. There we go. Want to add some strips to our hood. So like some trim. And you can also use lace for this. I'm just using paper because, like I said, it's a box and they might keep it and they might not. Whoever buys it. You just never know. Trying to get my placement right here. And all I'm doing is adding glue to the edge and just putting a little bit of paper trim on it. Cut it and off. And I'm add a little bit because it turns on me a little. And I'm going to show you this in just a second. Right here where it turns at, I just clipped that in off and just added again and turned it in the direction that I wanted it to go in. That's it. And I'm going to do this on all three. That's the first one. There's a little turn over here that I need to do. Like that. Okay. And you just keep going all the way around. So because this is more of a turn, I think I'm going to do the turn first. Let it just come all the way out to where it's going to come out to. And then take my paper and then continue. That's the easiest way to do it. Instead of trying to make a straight piece of paper turn. And you could also, instead of putting this, you could put lace, ribbon, whatever your heart desires to make yours look the way you want it to look, you know? I'm trying to cheat and do both sides at the same time. There we go. So I end up finishing the bottom before I finish the middle. And I'm trying so hard not to put too much glue. All right, y'all. And that's pretty much it. You could put some bows on it and dress it up even more than what I've done, or you could just keep it simple. The sky's the limit, but you can do whatever you want with it. You can also put wheels on it if you want to. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it as a box without the wheels, so I don't have to worry about it being steady and all that stuff and wobbling. So I'm going to keep it flat, just like this here. So now I'm going to clean up this mess and then we're going to put some goodies inside. Okay, y'all. So I got the first one done already, all right? And I'm gonna tell you, it was a little hard because this one here is so small and I didn't realize I had so much stuff that I wanted to put in it. But I managed to get it in there. It's still one more thing I kind of want to put in there, which would go right here probably. And maybe put me some more shreds in right there. But this one. Okay, so first of all, this here is big. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off like I did the other one, but I don't want to untie it or anything, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to roll it up too, like I did the first one, and put some fishing line on it to keep it in place. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Again, you can go bigger than what I did. So because I didn't go that big with baby boy one, I just had to work with what I had. The pink one's a little bit bigger from what I'm looking at, but still might be a problem. Okay, so got it wrapped up. I like for the little teddy to stick out somewhere like he did on the little boy. And I made this a while ago, so I want to stick this in here as well. And then the want to fall in it. Okay, got it back in place. Wait, come on. There we go. And I think I want the socks to show anyway. So this way. Kind of like that. And then the wipes. Gotta make sure ain't no tags on it. Okay, so baby girls might not give me as much trouble as baby boys did. That's good, because that's one thing we don't want is trouble. Okay, we'll put this in there on this side, just like that. And this little thing of baby powder in here like that. Okay, so I didn't have no problem with that one at all. So I'm gonna put some shreds in that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up a few shreds, even though it has shreds at the bottom, but we're talking about the front right now. Okay. Trying to just get these off the table now. I don't really need any more in here. But that's it right there, y'all. And this is the little smaller one for the little boy. What do y'all think? I think they are so stinking cute. And then there was two. All right, y'all. So we're done. Like I said, this is the blue one and this is the pink one. These are good for baby showers, just a regular gift that you want to give somebody that has a baby, gender reveal, whatever you choose. So what do you think? Would you try this? And like I said, you could change it up and make it your own, of course. So as always, I appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I really look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.